we had 2 karaoke scenes in our movie, and Meng'er wasn't in any of them, which is insane because Meng'er, if you've actually been to karaoke with Meng'er, like she's, not only is she very good, like she's a musical theater, major, and she's been on stage and done, tons and tons of plays. She's an incredible singer, but yeah, she also knows it. And so, if you're at karaoke and like that's the screen, she's like literally like front and center. She's just like here, and she's like, and yeah, we look like just fully 100%, like only belting, only show tunes.
Welcome to the main stage here at the Javits Center, home of New York Comic Con. This very space is where all of the magic happens all weekend long. We are bringing you so many great panels and videos, some of them hosted by me, your video producer and host Ashley Victoria Robinson, and some of them hosted by a slew of amazing talent. If you want to be able to make sure that even though you're not with us or you're catching up at home, you see everything that happened this year in 2025, head over to thepopverse.com. We've got memberships, we've got so much access to all the coolest stuff. In the meantime, sit back and enjoy your feature panel presentation.
Hi everybody, my name is Grant. Welcome to day 2 of New York Comic Con. Who's having fun? Are we having fun? Let me tell you. We have a very exciting panel coming your way in just a moment. But first, I just wanted to get a sense in the room. Who has been watching Shang-Chi kick some zombie ass in Marvel Zombies? Okay, great. Quick question for you, and then we'll get started. Is it harder to fight the undead or easier? Because on the one hand, they are rotting. Who says it's harder to fight the undead just with your fists? Great. Easier to fight the undead? All right, sure. Okay, fantastic. It sounds like none of you want to do it. Let's just go ahead and get the Shang-Chi panel started then. Please help me in welcoming to the stage Meng'er Zhang and Simu Liu.
Hey. How's it going? Wow. Hello. What's up, man? How are you? Hello.
Seats.
Undead, definitely. Easier.
Yeah.
Easier. Because you don't have to hold back. I feel like when you're fighting a human being, like right? You're like, a part of you is like, oh, I don't want to hurt him that bad. But if it's undead, you're like, okay. Well.
Sounds like you have some real life experience
maybe
of this. Did you?
Yeah, I don't know.
Did you practice on corpses at all? No. Okay, so before I definitely want to talk Marvel Zombies eventually here, but before we get started on that, for everybody that doesn't know, what's the kind of Shang-Chi origin story between the two of you? Let's talk about meeting for the first time.
Yes.
Let's talk about filming, because I understand filming was a wild experience.
It's a wild experience. Yeah, why don't I get started? Because I feel like I met you. I'll get started with my first impression, and then you. Okay, great. So I had just gotten to Sydney, Australia, where we were shooting the movie. It was like maybe October 2019, and we still hadn't cast the part of Xiaoling, and so it was a big question of who it was going to be. And Destin comes to me and he's like, okay, we're flying someone in, and could you screen test with her? And I was in stunt training basically 5-6 hours a day, and Destin was like, this is really important. Like you have to meet a prospective sister. And I was like, okay, I can't wait. I can't wait to see what she's like. I had no idea who she was. And I met her. And I mean, what you see is what you get. I think you're every bit as smiley and full of life as you were that day. And you did an amazing screen test, a phenomenal screen test. And I felt like we had that kind of sibling chemistry right away. Like it was so apparent. And then, you don't want to say next?
I don't know.
Oh, and then you had a fight training portion.
Oh, yeah.
Where you had to do
assessment?
some sort of the stun assessment.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. And I saw you move.
Oh, no.
And I was like, oh no.
Oh no!
was like, first of all, you were dressed in, I think, basically what you're wearing now. Like, that was your outfit. And you were throwing these, I think, what were kicks and punches. And I was like, oh my God, I don't think you've ever thrown a punch before in your life. Yeah, but the reason I say that is because over the course of the shoot and of our prep process, I watched you become this incredible fighter. And I don't know if you've seen, I put something on Instagram, which was like a training video of you and I. Yeah. You remember, you know what I'm talking about? I don't know, maybe some of you guys have seen it, but Meng'er's hands are phenomenal now, and it's a testament to how seriously you took the role, how hard you worked. It just like that. You're proving my point. It was, but it was a big question mark for us, because we were like, we feel like she embodies what that role is so much and so well. Is she gonna be able to fight convincingly on screen? And thank God, you freaking crushed it. Freaking crushed it.
Oh thank you. So I'm gonna share my side.
Yeah, you share your side. You can be honest.
I got the audition without knowing anything about the project I'm gonna be auditioning for, and like they were so secretive about everything. They didn't say anything about Marvel. They didn't say anything about Shang-Chi. They just say they needed a girl who can speak Chinese and English. So I sent in the tape. So without knowing anything, they flew me to Australia to do a screen test, and
from China.
From China, yeah. And they had me signed an NDA, which means I couldn't talk about it with anyone, including my parents. So I told my parents I'm gonna fly to Australia to do a screen test for a movie, and they were so worried about it. They were like, what, is it legit? Because you are not telling us anything. I was like, yeah, don't worry about it. So I got on the plane, yeah. And I landed, and when I saw him, I realized I was auditioning for a Marvel movie called Shang-Chi. And he walked in the room. I thought it's gonna be like a lot of people dressed in black and with the headphones, like, oh yeah, she's ready. Like she's ready. Okay, lights, and okay, yeah, camera ready. But it's not like that. It's just an office with producers and the director in it. And he walked in your slippers. You're wearing flip-flops. Like I dressed. They gave me a dress code, like, because we were doing screen tests. I have to wear, black T-shirt, dark jeans, and everything. I was like, okay, it's so serious. And he walked in his slippers.
See, I didn't know any of that. I thought they pulled me from stunt training, so
yeah,
I wasn't even.
I know that. You just finished your stunt training.
I was almost barefoot.
No.
You should be thanking me that I was wearing slippers. Yeah.
But like the moment that I saw him, he put me at ease. Like I was nervous about it, but like you said, the chemistry, the siblings, it's just so natural. I just feel like I want to annoy you from the moment I see you. I just want to annoy you.
Can I ask about, was it that moment that like the sibling thing in particular clicked? Was that, or was there, I don't know, because when you, I feel like that's such a particular kind of energy to feel with someone. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, so much of, you spend a lot of the movie being pretty annoyed at me. Yeah. Also, so I can say from the bottom of my heart, I felt that very much from the beginning, and that's why I wanted to reciprocate it as much as I could. No, yeah, I don't know. It's something. It's that ethereal kind of intangible quality that happens when, not just siblings, but anytime you have a screen test, and you have a chemistry test. It's like, I think we have. This is why we have an entire field of casting directors, people that work in casting, trying to figure out what this alchemy is, because it's not immediately obvious, and it's not scientific either. It's just this, like, sometimes you put two people in a room and the results are terrible and disastrous, and sometimes it's like, I can't tell you why this fits, but it does, you know.
Right. Yeah, I totally agree. And just like, because both of us are the only child in our families, but like we never experienced what it's like to have a sibling, to be annoyed or to annoy, but like it's just so natural.
Yeah.
And also, you really take care of me like a big brother, even though I'm 2 years older than him.
See, I wasn't gonna say that.
sorry,
You said it.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah.
Okay. All right.
But he really takes care of me like a real bro. He, like, do you remember we used to have those dinners every weekend?
Yeah.
Because my English was not that great at that moment, and you always sit by me and make sure that I have food on my plate. You always make sure that I'm not left out. You always make sure that I'm taken care of and included in all the conversations. And also, there's one night, like we were hanging out in Sydney. I don't remember what, but I just had some feelings, and I told you, and you told me that just you can come to me anytime if you have something you want to talk about. Do you remember that?
I remember saying some version of it.
Yeah, you have to remember that.
I remember, okay.
It's outside of a public toilet.
Really?
Yeah, I remember it so clearly because that it makes me feel so like, you don't remember?
No, I remember. But I meant it. Of course, I remember feeling that way.
Yeah, okay.
I'm sorry. No, I don't.
Okay.
I had a lot going on, Monk. No, no, thank you so much. We were, for what it's worth, I think, it was such a special kind of experience for Meng, for me. You know, it wasn't like I had, 10, 12 movies under my belt and was, the veteran or anything. We were experiencing a lot of it for the first time and a lot of it hand in hand. And so, yeah, it was incredible for me too, just to have someone to go through it all with.
Aww.
Yeah.
I want to do it all over again.
I know, me too. Me too.
Do it all over again. Wow,
Yeah,
wouldn't that be
so
crazy? Really quickly, Meng, I know too that on set you have talked about making a connection with Ben Kingsley. Can you talk about that a little bit?
Oh, Sir Ben, he's so cool. He is so cool. Because that was my first film, and I came from theater. I know nothing about camera acting, so I always just went to him with my notebook in my hand. I just ask him questions like what it is like, what's the difference between camera acting and stage acting, and he just gave me like incredible answers, and I just put everything on notes. It's just like taking a master class. Yeah, I feel really lucky and privileged about that. Yeah.
Out of pure curiosity and no worries if they're trademark secrets, is there like one difference that really sticks out in your mind between the two that he shared with you?
Oh, yeah. He said it so beautifully. He said, acting on stage is like a landscape artist, and acting on camera is like a portrait artist. And it just gave me a very clear image about what is like the difference.
That is, yeah, that
Profound.
is
That
how
helped me truly.
visual and beautiful.
You didn't share any of this with me, by the way. No.
He did, you just
Nothing
don't
for
remember
Simu.
it.
Yeah. All right. Okay. Oh, that's what it's like that. Okay. All right.
Okay, well, on the subject of acting on camera, particularly for this film, so you are obviously doing a lot of stunts, but at the same time, you are acting, that there's like a lot of CGI that's coming in to those scenes that you're shooting. What, like, is there anything difficult about doing stunt work for CGI as opposed to like doing just like, typical kind of like person-to-person scenes in front of a blue screen or a green screen?
Yeah, you remember the last like 3 or 4 weeks of our shoot? It was all.
Yeah, the dragon.
The dragon.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was fun though.
Oh, was it? Do you remember?
Okay. The fall? The free fall.
I remember the free fall. I remember the like, I remember the like, because we were coming like out of the water, and so, you know, apparently VFX is so advanced, right? But it's not advanced enough that if we're coming out of the water, like there was no other way to like make us appear wet. Like they had to wet us down, and so we'd show up for like this for 2 weeks.
True.
2 weeks we were on that dragon, right? 2 weeks we'd show up and we'd, you know, get all dressed in our suit, and we would just get like, and then this poor girl would just be like standing off to the side with just a pail of water. And she was, you know, she'd look at us and we'd look at her, and obviously we'd be like, you know, not giving her the friendliest look, and she'd be like, I'm so sorry, like I have to do this. And she would just douse us in water, in free, not particularly warm water, and then we would get on this animatronic dragon, and then they would be like, wind, wind! And then the wind would come up, and it would be like, and would be just ice cold water, wind flying in our face, and then and you know, they say that green screen acting requires a lot of imagination. I don't think it required any imagination for me.
It's just so real.
I think I was just hanging on for dear life, like.
No, the first time they told me that, okay, there's gonna be a little wind and a little water, and and it's like, oh, it's not a little. And later on, they're just like not lying to us anymore. It's like just water and wind.
Here's a bathtub, just do it yourself. Yeah.
The dragon is fake, but the suffering was real.
Suffering was very real.
Yeah.
Suffering was very real. Yeah.
Okay. So obviously there was the live action film, but then you've both recorded voice dialogue for What If, the Marvel series. How did that come about? I mean, did you do any voice work before this? Was that a new experience for you? Kind of like, what was in the same way, what was the origin story of that?
Did I do it before you?
I don't remember.
I don't remember neither.
The thing with voice is that it's so, it can be so disjointed. It's lovely because it's one of the only jobs that you can do in your pajamas. You know, you show up and you do your lines, and oftentimes it's like you
showed up in your pajamas and your slippers.
I'm saying you could theoretically show up in your pajamas. Pajamas and screen tests for you. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, I don't know. But one of the downsides of doing voice is that, you know, when they tell you, oh, so and so is going to be in your episode, and you're doing a scene with so and so, you're like so excited. But of course you get there and it's like, you know, everyone's schedules are different, and really all they're looking for is a voice. So it's not always feasible or possible to actually have people recording together. So no, I don't know if I recorded my lines first or you recorded your lines first. I don't know. I was. There's no like back and forth.
Right.
It was just, just one session, and I don't think I ever heard your voice.
Me neither. And like they had me do some options for the you guys all watched it, right? Oh, great. The when I die. By the way, I am so mad at you.
What did I do now?
That episode?
You're always
Kate
mad
Bishop
at me.
just killed me, and you were like, it's okay, and you followed her? What is that?
I don't know. I didn't know that was what was going to happen.
No, she just killed me.
They just had me recording the line where I mourned your death, and then
God.
I never said it's okay.
Oh, I'm hurt.
They added, and that was AI. They added it in. I didn't. I said, how dare you?
Okay.
Yeah.
They didn't use that.
No, that's so true, though. That's so true. She just killed you.
Yay! Oh, you just realized that.
No. And then I was like, okay, let's go.
Did you even bury me? Like, well, good. Like, did you?
I think you just disappeared, actually. Didn't you? No, I don't remember the episode super well.
Hey!
I mourned you.
Like
I mourned
10
you.
times.
I mourned you as I recorded the lines. I had the tears going, and no one was recording video, but I had tears. I promise.
Okay, cool.
I was crying my little eyes out.
Okay.
Yeah.
I believe you.
Thanks so much for your question. Man.
Hey,
That's
absolutely.
great. No, it's
Yeah.
great.
But like
I'm having so much fun.
But I read one comment that I really love. That one comment said, they just really love in all the universe, Shang-Chi is looking for his sister. Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. I like that. That's
And hey,
That's
reply my message, okay?
yeah. Okay.
There's still some tenderness.
yeah,
It's working out. Real quick, on the subject of that episode, there's a moment in it where the Watcher shows a bunch of weird Marvel universes, and in one of them, Ultron is like singing. I think he's he's a musical performer. What are your characters in that universe? Like, what would your characters be doing in a universe where Ultron is
universe.
a musical performer?
I feel like you'd be like right there with him. I don't know. We had two karaoke scenes in our movie, and Meng'er wasn't in any of them, which is insane because Meng'er, if you've actually been to karaoke with Meng'er, like she's not only is she very good, like she's a musical theater, major, and she's been on stage and done tons and tons of plays. She's an incredible singer, but yeah, she also knows it. And so, and so if you're at karaoke and like that's the screen, she's like literally like front and center. She's just like here, and she's like, and yeah, we look like just fully 100%, like only belting, only show tunes. So that is to say, if you ever been to, I mean, you would know if you were at karaoke with Meng'er because she wouldn't let you forget it. Because she's incredible, and yeah.
You can sing too, and you have your album, and you didn't invite me to do one song with you. Put that on your list, okay? Put that on your list. All right.
Do you want to like change seats? Do you?
Kind of, yeah. I want to. No, I didn't want to. I didn't want to bother you. I didn't want to bother you with my dumb little album.
What's your go-to karaoke song?
Oh, my go-to karaoke song?
Oh God. No, you. I haven't been with you in a while.
Yeah, we should
I
go.
can remember what it is.
Let's go. We should go.
Yeah, we're
I know
in New York.
yours. I
What's
know
mine?
yours. You are my fire. Yeah?
Definitely. Yours is Yeah, what is it?
Yeah, what is, yeah.
No, it's
What is it?
it's right on the tip of my tongue.
Alicia Keys.
Yeah, it is Alicia Keys. It is.
If I got you.
Some people sing for the roses.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember now.
Oh, nice.
You just unlocked the memory for me. Thank you. It is starting to come back.
Yeah.
Yeah. Please stop being mad at me.
That was fun.
We are going to make so much money off the bootleg footage of this. Oh, and then really quickly, I did have another question about that particular What If episode. There's a little sequence where we see the Watcher show Loki as an alligator and Thor as a frog. What would your animals be? Like if your characters were animals in that Marvel animal universe, what would your characters be?
I want to be a donkey. Oh. Donkey.
Perfect answer.
Anyone likes
Perfect
donkey?
answer.
Yeah.
Whatever the angriest animal is, I feel like that's what Meng'er would be. She's just so angry at me today. No, I would like to think that I would be a wolf, a mysterious and sexy wolf.
Oh.
But I do kind of, probably in real life, I'd be like a golden retriever who thinks that he's a wolf. Yeah. Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
A donkey's best friend.
Yeah.
Please call DreamWorks about this because that is everyone here would watch that so many times on repeat. You'd have sold out theaters. Okay, moving along to another certain Marvel project. Simu, I know that I can't ask any specific questions about something called Avengers Doomsday. Oh, yeah? Okay, yeah. They've heard of it. But I was wondering if I could just get, like, what was your reaction when you got the call saying, hey, you're gonna be in this one, and then...
It's about goddamn time. I'm kidding. Don't print. Oh, shit.
Clip it!
I'm in trouble now. No, let the record show that I was just kidding. Yeah. I mean, just what an incredible call to get. I experienced kind of many waves of excitement. I think first getting that call, and then like learning who else was gonna be there. You know, some of whom I had the pleasure of meeting, and some I had not yet met. But each and every one of them just iconic people. You know, and I think this is public now, but like Sir Ian McKellen, Sir Patrick Stewart, like just people who I grew up watching and idolizing, and then having gotten maybe having gotten the opportunity to do scenes with them at some point. That may or may not have been even better. Would be something that I maybe would say if I was in the movie. No, it was I mean, it was an incredible. It was an experience like I can't even describe. And going to work every single day was like, I don't know. It was like this mix of like turning on your TV on a Saturday morning, because I just feel like every single person I was working with, like that I was fortunate enough to consider a colleague, was somebody that I had literally grown up watching, and then also just the fun of being in a playground where also all of those people were like somehow wearing spandex, and we're all like, you know, there to make believe. It was an incredible time. I think it'll be worth the cost of admission. Like I think, like every page of this script that may or may not have been finished that I was reading, I was like, oh yeah, no, I would read a scene and I'd be like, oh yeah, that scene. I'd pay $20 to see that scene. I'd pay $20 to see those two people fight, and those two people make out. No, I'm kidding. Yeah. I'm gonna stop talking now. Yeah.
Well, again, not getting into specifics. As this is for both of you, as your characters return to the MCU, what is something that you found from filming the first movie that you're excited to see come back? What's one aspect of your character or your co-stars? It's just something that like you encountered in the first movie and said, I really want to do that again.
I really want to kick his ass again. I also want to...
I knew you were going to say that. You have the boniest elbows in the world, by the way.
They're still there.
They're so bony and so sharp.
You miss them?
Yeah, no, not at all. Not even a little.
And I've never, like, in the first Shang-Chi, I never tried the rings. So I would love to, I would love to see the colors glowing on my...
Hands off, get your own sandwich.
No.
No, yeah, that'd be cool. That'd be cool. I'm excited. I think everything that you're talking about, I think are like dinner nights, the nights, your husband is one of my very, very good friends who's sitting right there. The three of us, our mutual friends, all of us kind of around a table. The nights that we spent that I clearly don't fully remember. Our karaoke.
Like destroying me in VR games, you don't remember?
Oh, I don't know. I remember all of that.
Oh, okay.
No, that's right there. Just that sense of family that we had. I don't think I even fully realized when we were making the movie just how special it was to have that, because, like to be honest, I've been chasing that feeling ever since, and it's never been the same.
Yes.
Yeah, I think every set that I go to work on now, I always have this like, yeah, maybe this like aspiration that it'll be somehow a piece, you know, just like 5% as magical as what Shang-Chi was for all of us. And
I agree.
and it's never been. And I think part of it was because so many of us were going through it for the first time.
Yes.
You know, and but I do know that if we were together again, if all of us were together again, we'd have it again.
Yes.
Easy. No question.
I miss that. I totally agree. And you guys know that we like we hang out on set, right?
Yeah.
But like off set, when every weekend we hang out almost every weekend.
Yeah.
We just go to his home because he has the biggest place. we just go to his home. And
I think Tony Leung had the biggest place actually. He just didn't
trust me,
invite us.
you
No,
do,
yeah,
you
no,
do.
okay.
We just go to his place and just play VR games. We order in, we pass out on his couch, and we go out to grab a movie, grab some bite, and we come back to play more games. And we just, you know, I really miss that.
It's the best.
Yeah. And his parents basically adopt me, so.
They did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So are they mad about the album too?
Yeah, I will ask them.
Well, my parents are always mad at me, so that makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah.
All right. Well, that was such a very beautiful little cap. So would you want to move into fan Q&As at this point?
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah? Okay, I think
do
we
it.
have... there's the mic right over there.
right
So
over
folks, if you have a question for our lovely cast, go ahead and line up right there behind those people. And get ready to ask it. Just a couple things. Please keep your questions respectful, obviously, and keep them short. I know. You want to chat with these people all night. I get it. But we only have so much time. Okay? Make sense? Everybody in agreement?
Let's
yeah?
do it.
Okay, great.
Thank you
Alrighty.
guys so much for being here, by the way. We
Yeah.
really appreciate it, and y'all have been wonderful. There's somebody over in this area with the best laugh ever, and yeah, I know that I appreciate it. Thanks, everyone.
Alrighty. First question.
Hi, when you found out Shang killed the guy that killed his mom in the script, did that affect the way you were going to play the character?
To be honest, I didn't know if he did it until quite a ways in. Actually, it's a really fantastic question, but you know, I think Destin, our director, I think deliberately kept it ambiguous. But I mean, so much of Sean's, you know, entire arc in the movie is him wrestling with just not, you know, yes, the action itself, but also just the weight of the expectation placed on him by his father over the course of his entire life. And I found that, you know, I've never been instructed to kill anybody in my life. Well, no, that's not true. I mean, yeah, I do that for a living in a way, but I do know what it feels like to have that pressure put on your shoulders. And so, you know, in speaking with Destin, it was really about just his relationship with his father, and that was the most important thing. That was the key to unlock that character, if that makes sense. Yeah, thank you.
Hi, my name is Russell. During that time after Shang-Chi, there's like a period until you have to wait for your next thing. And how do you deal with heartbreak or longing for something? How do you fill your time with joy while you're anticipating something or going through heartbreak, either romantically or career-wise?
Oh, God. I don't know, man. That's tough. I don't know that I'm the best person to answer the question about the romance. I mean, I've been heartbroken. I feel like a lot of us have. Here's what I will say. I think people will do all sorts of things, right? Oftentimes to their own detriment, oftentimes hurting themselves in order to avoid feeling things. And feeling heartbreak is just as human as feeling the peak of success, you know, and all of it is, you know, a valid part of the spectrum of human emotion, and all of it, I think, serves to inform what it means to be human. And so as painful and as terrible as that feeling of heartbreak is, and trust me, I know, I've been there, you know, I think at the very least, sitting with yourself and allowing yourself to feel that way, and maybe, you know, feeling vulnerable enough to speak to the, you know, whether it's the people that make us feel safe, our friends, our support system, you know, whether it's if you know, you might need to speak to a professional, like, that's okay too. But just allow yourself to sit in it and feel it, because even that is beautiful in a way, and we don't know what it feels like to be happy unless we know what it feels like to be broken, and both are important in the context of our lives. And professionally, I mean, I think kind of a similar thing, and you know, definitely had my fair share of those as well. But I think the important thing, and I felt this too in the period of my career before I got Shang-Chi, and I was very, very frustrated during that time, was that, you know, you just can't give up hope. You know, success, I keep telling myself, success doesn't look like a straight line. It didn't look like a straight line for me. It won't look like it for many of you. And that's okay, because failure, you know, like heartbreak, is an important part of the process. And just because you fail doesn't mean that you're a failure. It means that you're just one step closer on the road to success. So that's what I truly believe, and yeah. Hope that helps.
Hi, thank you. I love Shang-Chi, big fan. I was wondering, was there a moment when you two being siblings finally clicked into place? And or what is the most sibling-like thing you've done for each other, if Simu remembers?
Because I remember everything.
The most sibling-like thing that we ever did for each other, that I actually remember. No, I remember so many things. I remember sitting next to you at restaurants. I remember trying my very best to speak with you in Chinese, because I knew that was important. You know, it made you feel comfortable and better. But then also, like, my Chinese is not spectacular, so I was like failing probably more than I was succeeding. But just feeling incredibly, like, irrationally protective of you, and like getting really, really angry if anyone even like came close to, like, whether it was being mean to you or like taking advantage of you in any way, or even on set being like, hey, that's enough. I think that was, like Meng mentioned, we're both only children, so I think it was really an amazing experience for us to like get to be each other's siblings. Yeah.
100% agree. Yes.
Yeah.
And also, do you remember on one of my birthday, the present you gave me is a very nice set of color pen, but with a sensor on it, and you promised you pay for that. What's that? The sensor, the BB sensor.
Oh yeah. No, I didn't steal it
I
from the store.
know.
If
But
that's what you're asking.
it came with the sensor on it. But I love it. I'm still using them.
Thank you. I appreciate it. That was hard to get, by the way, because your birthday. First of all, your birthday is 3 days after my birthday.
Yes.
And our birthdays fell right in the middle of when we got shut down for the pandemic. So we were in Australia, and nothing was open.
Right.
And so I was like just scouring the streets. I was the only person on the streets of Sydney, like trying to figure out what to get you. But yeah.
That's very sweet. I love it.
So, a lot of tear-jerkers in this panel. I didn't expect that. Next question, please.
Hi, I'm Emma. I just wanted to say I love both of your roles so much in the movie, and I wanted to ask how much the comic books kind of played a role in how you portrayed your character within the movie.
Yeah, it's a really great question. Well, for Shang-Chi in particular, this is a tough question, because it's not like he's Spider-Man, you know? If I was to say, what's Spider-Man's origin story? What's Batman's origin story? What's Superman's origin story? We know those things as well as or better than, you know, like really any book that we've read or any story that we've been taught over the course of our lives, like these are like these stories transcend comic books and superhero movies. They're like a part of like the zeitgeist of culture. And Shang-Chi definitely, let's be real, is not that. He was a character that was made in the 70s because Marvel couldn't get the rights to Kung Fu, which was a TV show starring David Carradine playing an Asian man. And so I'll say I'm very grateful that it exists, and Destin I think would say the same. But I think in crafting the arc of the character in the context of this movie, we wanted it to feel fresh, and we didn't want it to feel derivative of any, potentially derivative of anything, potentially obviously stereotypical of anything. We wanted to, obviously approach this with the maximum amount of respect for what it was, which is the first lead Asian superhero, and movie featuring a massive Asian cast, and we wanted that to be a moment of celebration and a moment that felt new and authentic and fresh, and that people would enjoy for years to come, which I think has been the case.
Can I ask a quick follow-up on that for the both of you? So obviously, as you are preparing for roles, you look at the characters, you dive into the comics and stuff like that. Do you ever get, like, for lack of a better term, like homework from Marvel, essentially? Like, does anybody ever come to you and say, like, okay, you got to read XYZ, you got to watch XYZ? Is that part of it at all?
No.
Your character doesn't exist in comics.
Yeah, it doesn't
right?
exist in the comic books.
Yeah, if anything, if you read some of the comics that have come out, the Shang-Chi comics that have come out since, a lot of it is actually informed by our movie. So it was maybe one medium kind of influencing the other, which is really cool. Mm-hmm. And I've seen like versions of Xiaoling's character kind of represented in different characters in the comics, which is really cool. Mm. But as far as homework goes, I mean, yeah, I would say the same. Not really, although I would say I love reading the comics anyways, and especially like knowing what these next 2 Avengers movies may or may not be about. I may or may not have ordered those relevant comics and read them, but who knows? I don't know anything. Clearly, I forget, core memories and things all the time, so don't trust anything I have to say, right?
By the end of this, we're just going to be convinced Doomsday isn't happening.
Yeah, it's not even.
All right, next question. Please.
And I just wanted to say thank you for your time. And I learned Chinese in school for a while, so 我很高兴认识你 and 谢谢。
哦，你说得很好。
很高兴认识你。
说得很好，谢谢。
谢谢。
Nice.
Hi, my name is Ronelle Mooney, and I, of course, love your movie. And my question's for both of you. Hopefully it's not just good acting, but you both seem like really nice people. And how do you set boundaries, like in this new role that you have as role models and fans and all of us here wanting to talk to you, meet you, say hi, just in your public life, private life? Is it hard to set those boundaries? Because it seems like sometimes, like for some people, it would be really hard.
Wow. Why are you looking at me?
I don't know. What?
No, I'll try.
Yeah.
It's a really, really great question, and thank you so much for asking it. Yeah, a lot of the last few years of my life since Shang-Chi has come out, and of course, I just preface by saying that there isn't a single day that I wake up without just a full just sense of gratitude and wonder as to how it is that all of this happened to me, and I'm insanely aware of the privilege that I enjoy every single day, and I'm so deeply grateful for it. And of course, that being said, there is, as you mentioned, like I guess a cost to being in the public, especially in this age where, I think people like me and us are more accessible than we've ever been, and it's very easy to kind of throw opinions around, and some of them may be informed by fact, and some of them might not be. It's become such an important thing to carve out space for myself, and to know where to draw that line, I love meeting people. I'm probably more extroverted than introverted. I love taking pictures. I love when people come up to me and share their stories about, whether it's Shang-Chi or Kim's Convenience or any of the things that I'm known for. Thank you so much. But I love hearing ways in which my work has impacted people. But that being said, we all sometimes have days where we're not feeling our best or not feeling ourselves. And so, I think I've learned to really just check in with myself and to say, if I'm not feeling like I can take a photo or I can be there in my 100%, like I need to figure out the best way to draw that line. And that's, people approaching on the street. That's also, professionally, we're being asked, many, many different things of us every single day. And I don't think that just goes for me. I think I'm not the only natural people pleaser out there. I feel like a lot of you guys are. I was definitely raised that way. And so I think it's a lot of our journeys kind of trying to figure out where that balance is with ourselves and learning how to be our own best advocate. But I will say it continues to be a journey. And I don't know if I've figured it all out, but yeah, I think I'm getting better at it. And I will say, being in a place where I feel privileged enough to be able to be in therapy and to be able to talk to somebody about it, that's intensely helpful as well. So yeah, thanks so much for your question.
Hi, my name is Kevin, and if you had to team up with any other character in the MCU, who would it be?
No hesitation, just.
Me?
Yeah. No, I'm answering the question. What you
I thought you were pointing at me.
No, that's no-brainer.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you protect me always, and I can kick your ass always. So what more can I ask for?
Well, now I'm an asshole if I say anything other than you.
Say it.
Yeah, same.
No, pretend I'm not here.
Yeah, you can't say we already have. You have to pick someone else.
I can't.
Next. Thor. Next question.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Hey, how's it going? So
I'm doing okay.
Same as the last question, but who's a Marvel character who hasn't shown up in the MCU yet that you would love to see your character fight?
That hasn't shown up in the MCU. Interesting. Amadeus Cho. That'd be cool. He's like one of the a new age Hulk, new generation Hulk. He's Korean American, very cool.
Oh, that's cool.
And then I know he's technically been in the MCU or maybe tangentially, but I feel like maybe Iron Fist and I should have a bit of a showdown. I think I have a very clear idea of who would win in said showdown, but yeah, we could have a showdown.
Expanding on that real quick, is there anybody, are there any actors that you feel you would really like working with, particularly in the context of Shang-Chi?
You mean
an actor that you would like working with that you haven't worked with before, or that hasn't been in the MCU before? Or something
that's
like
interesting. 因为Shang-Chi 是一个亚裔的超级英雄，对吧？
对。
那你想一想，有什么亚裔的演员？
我再跟梁朝伟和杨紫琼再合作一遍啊！
真的？我觉得也是。
对吧？
但是还有别的吗？ Like you said so we're just saying in the context of Shang-Chi, because we were both, just kind of, we're such big Tony Leung and Michelle Yeoh fans, and obviously just an incredible feeling to get to share the screen with them.
Yeah.
But who else, maybe anybody else in that world, just off the top of my head, it'd be cool if, Jackie Chan is.
Oh, hands down, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, Jet Li. Yeah,
Jet Li, yeah.
Of course. Donnie Yen,
Donnie
you
Yen.
know. Yeah.
Yeah.
Open invite, guys.
Yeah.
Who wants? If any of them want to jump in, if anyone. Paul Sun Yun Lee. Yeah, exactly. Appa.
All right, next question.
Hi, my question is, what was your favorite scene to film from Shang-Chi or Avengers Doomsday?
What is that? What is that?
Favorite scene to film in Shang-Chi, I'll answer on Meng'er's behalf, is when she punched me in the face.
I did actually punch.
You did, yeah, you got me a few times, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yep. My favorite scene was, one of my favorite scenes was the one that got deleted.
Got
caught. Yeah. It was you and me at
Yes.
our mom's altar. And,
Yes,
and,
yes.
And we're, yeah.
That's my question. That's my answer.
That was
too.
your question?
Yeah, my answer.
Yeah.
Wait, what scene is this? That got cut?
There was a scene, yes, it was a deleted, oh yeah, oh shoot, and I just suddenly realized where we were. There was a scene with Xiaoling and Shang-Chi in Ta Lo when they just arrived, because our mother is from Ta Lo, and so there's kind of an altar and a shrine set up there, just as there is one in the Mandarin compound in the real world, I guess the real world, the Earth. And it's a scene of the two of us, and we're next to each other, and we're kind of paying our respects to our mom.
And you finally apologized.
Yeah, and I finally am able to. I try to apologize for not being there in your life and for being away for so long. Yeah. And it was a deeply emotional scene. It was also a scene where I realized like how phenomenally talented you were as an actor.
I was about to say that one tear. I still remember it. Just right after your line.
Oh, my tear.
Yeah, your tear. Just like one tear.
Yeah, they cut the scene. God damn it.
Oh my God.
Oh, what could have been.
Exactly.
I mean, you said it, not me.
Just so you know, we are winding down. Maybe like 2 or 3 questions left, but go ahead.
Sure.
Good morning. I'm half Asian, so I have to ask this question. Does your family finally accept that acting is a career?
Oh yeah. No, it's a great question. Yeah, to just be super roundabout about it. In the beginning, obviously, no. Kim's Convenience, I think they started to become more on board, and then when Shang-Chi happened, I think first of all, they both retired, which is pretty phenomenal. I think my parents had really come to terms with the idea that they were going to have to financially support me for the rest of my life, and I think they were really excited when all of this happened, and I think they couldn't be prouder. And now it's this like bizarro role reversal where I'm like on set, and you know what it's like being on set. We're in this dark sound stages, and like it's 6 in the morning. We're all fucking tired. And I'm like about to go to work, and I scroll on my phone, and my parents have the audacity to send me photos of all the trips that they're, and I swear to God, all my hardest days of work, they're either in Norway, or they're in Spain, or they're on a Caribbean cruise, and I'm like, okay, all right, you're loving life. So no, they're living their absolute best life right now, and yeah, they couldn't be prouder.
Yeah.
What about you?
I mean, my parents, they're from theater. My mom's an actor, and my dad used to be a stage designer. So I was born into theater. So
must be nice.
No, my mom just literally gives me notes for everything. So that's not like
tough.
you know.
Yeah. But to be fair, my mom wasn't an actor, and she still gives me notes for everything.
I want to.
So that didn't stop her at all. Yeah.
All right,
Hi,
next question.
Hi, nice to meet you. Thank you so much for being here.
Of course.
I wanted to ask, as actors, how do you feel a director does a good job in terms of you trusting them and them trusting you and feeling comfortable on set?
I mean, that's a great question, and I just feel like lucky to have like Destin as our first director, because he did a great job directing me, and
I think, I mean, film is such a collaborative medium, it really is, and I think there's maybe a misconception that when an actor's job is to just show up and say what's on the page and kind of be this human meat puppet, and that's very much not the case. I mean, I think at the end of the day, we need to function with some sort of chain of command, and a director is very much the captain of our ship, very much gets to make the final call, but that's not to say that we don't, advocate for our characters in our own way. We don't show up to set every single day with ideas and thoughts about, okay, what if we played it this way? What if instead of saying this, we said this, and how would it change things? And part of the trust that is established and the rapport that's established with the director comes from how receptive they are to having that back and forth conversation. And sometimes we're not right, and sometimes we are. So in the instances where we're not right, how is the director communicating that to us? And I just found that with to what Meng was saying is that with Destin, I think he had such an innate understanding of story, of what he was trying to tell, of why he wanted certain things. And more often than not, I find that movies that work because the director has a singular vision and is very kind of uncompromising in the message and the thematic kind of tone of what he wants that movie to be. And I think we're always just so clear on what that was from the beginning, that even if like there were elements of the script that we were still working. I think it's very public by now. Like Marvel movies sometimes don't have a 100% complete script, and that's okay. That's part of our process, But as long as we understand the vision of what it wants to be and where it's going, there's a good chance that movie's going to work, and that I credit really Destin with everything that kind of came of this movie and was a big part of why this movie, when it came out, 4 years ago.
Oh no, 5, 6.
Five? No.
Okay.
We shot it 5 years. It came out 4 years ago, right? 2021.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, 4 years ago that it made an impact, and we know now not all movies get to do that. So yeah.
And I think the vibe on set is very important to actors too, because it can totally affect you, right? If it's very stressful or it's very intense on set, then we feel it because we absorb all those
yeah.
But like the set on Shang-Chi, like Destin created a real chill vibe on set, and that really helped.
Yeah. He's such a cool cucumber. He never ever raises his voice.
Right.
Yeah, just Maui cool.
Yes, let's do it all over again.
Yeah, we should do it again.
Let's do it again. Hell yeah, that's a great place to end it, I would say. What do you guys think?
Thank you so much.
All right. Okay, folks, thank you so much for attending this panel. And can we hear it one more time for the cast of Shang-Chi, please? Yeah! Yes!
Thank you so much.